I must never reveal who I am or where this happened. It may very well lead to my arrest. I'm currently suspect of grand larceny. Crimes usually don't get past local news here. I went to the Lost Heart Casino. That's my favorite place to go, and I usually put my life savings on the line. I've heard of strange incidents happening there, but not like what I witnessed. A young woman went AWOL after 7 deaths here. So did a man she played life or death with. And now this. I am usually good with slot machines. The other day I pulled the lever and got a jackpot with images of cherries. That jackpot won me thousands. I won't be telling you about the currency we used. That'd also be revealing where this happened, and it could out me for sure. The morning after, I found 3 whole baskets of cherries on my doorstep. Thinking someone dropped them off because they felt bad for me, I'm below the poverty line. I took them in and ate some before going to the Lost Heart Casino again. This time, I got another jackpot, 3 oranges in a row. I've never had a consecutive win at the casino before. I took the money home, and the next morning, I found 3 baskets of oranges on my doorstep. Seriously, monetary wins and free food? I took the baskets in and ate some oranges with the cherries. I found myself bitten by the gambling bug for the 20th time. I drove my car back over to the Lost Heart Casino. I felt good, as I'd been below the poverty line for 7 years. It was hard to obtain food and money. This gambling was making me feel awesome. The 3rd consecutive slot machine jackpot came up. 3 images of grapes. I drove home with thousands more to pay for clothing and my shelter with, expecting 3 baskets of grapes to show up on the doorstep the next day. Only, when I opened the door the next morning, I saw 3 baskets of grapes as expected, but something was off. I looked over to the cherries and oranges. Half a basket of cherries went pretty moldy. I threw out the cherries and ate my fruits that morning. I then drove back over to the Lost Heart Casino and played slots again. The 4th consecutive jackpot. But this wasn't with images of fruits this time. The images were of skulls. I half expected 3 skulls to show up on the doorstep the next morning, while I also half expected to die that night. I had my supper and was ready to go to sleep when I saw 3 skulls inside. One was next to the cherries, one was next to the oranges, and the 3rd was next to the grapes. This had happened because of that slot machine. I went to the Lost Heart Casino that morning to find that there were 3 deaths the previous night. 3 deaths. The killed were all farmers. Everyone was scared stiff to find that 3 of our best food growers were murdered brutally. I brushed it off as a coincidence and used the slot machine yet again. The 5th consecutive jackpot. I was beginning to get rich. The images this time, though, scared me stiff that day. They all looked like police badges. Something was up. I half expected to just find 3 police badges on my doorstep, while I also half expected to find the bodies of 3 police officers inside my house. I got ready to sleep that night when I heard loud banging on my door. I looked through my upstairs window only to find 3 policemen standing outside of my door. This is completely insane! They were demanding to be let in to search the 2-story homeless shelter I've been living in due to my state of poverty. I thought I'd heard them say that I was a person of interest because of the murders of the farmers and was suspected of stealing their fruits they grew in their farmer's market. This is no good. I needed to get out of there. I'm suspected of grand larceny here. The fruits were worth a lot of money to get since they were high quality. I have broken into the shelter of another resident of the homeless shelter and am typing on his computer. I am never going to play slots again. My gambling was the factor in the theft of many fruits here. Crime usually doesn't make it past the local news because the criminal is usually arrested once the first part of the crime is committed. And the officers are too good at their job here. I'm going nuts, aren't I? If I tell them what really happened, the police will just brush it off as just coincidences. That's it. I'm getting out. I don't know how this is, but I think it's the casino itself doing all of this. I remember hearing about that woman going AWOL when 7 murders occurred because of one of her games. So I'll go AWOL too, so that I can live without my head getting banged repeatedly while I'm in a cage of some form. So that's it. Goodbye, until that casino is dealt with.